oh, the natures of it. And arbitrarily, I'm like, you know what? There'd be like New Balance freedoms about like stuff about like say you don't want to be able to vote of somebody, right? And you don't want to be like that vote. You want something a more plethora of an idea. And so arbitrarily you take that and you go on a tangent and say, same old shit. I gotta hear the same old uncommon, same old non-honored having. Now talking about watching Pearl Harbor, going to sleep on the Penguins and stuff like this and all this stuff and what I said. They're like, oh, ruse is ruse. Ruse is ruse. I'm like, yeah, hey, you know what? I heard that a lot. Like in California, and like, let's just take this on our perspective alone and say, oh, well, you know what? The demographic of Sacramento is such and such and such and such, and you eat this for breakfast, right? And I'm like, well, you know what? That's it. That's introduction. So I'm thinking to myself, Oregon and Dorchester, everybody's leaning up against Biden now. They ramping up and they trying to ramp up now and all this other stuff. And all this stuff. And this old dude's talking about if I can make it to a second term and all this other stuff. I don't even know about this dude. But you know what? That's not my concern. That's only one of my concerns. My other on the tail end of that concern, or something separate from that idea, or something in a collage of an effect, or just arbitrarily say it's a bit ambiguous. But if you say, oh, well, what is it that you want from your next president? Well, look, if it goes like this, they touting GDPs. I want due processes. I want acknowledgement. I want justices and stuff like that. I don't want to sit up here and walk around with such and such and be like, oh, gimpy leg, talking about, oh, this a Biden effect. I'm like, oh, this Biden effect, hey, you know what? I was born in '76, so I mean, I'm not gonna probably try to put nobody on the spot or anything, but like, I'm like kind of done with the whole Watergate idea and what y'all inserted about like Bill Clinton and internet and whatnot and like MySpace. So I'm kind of almost like I'm that sheltered dog that's old and I'm like getting tired and shit, like, you know what I mean, tired of stuff. But I'm saying, just from what I've seen, I mean, you have a Minnesota delegate talking about dancing and prancing when you have a mixture of emotions, negative and positive, where it's like, wait a minute, I don't know about that. I'm kind of scratching my head about this whole idea. I was like, man, I have a family who's been in the services about these things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so I got background in this type. I'm like, I got a leniency toward. I have a leniency towards these type things. I think it's a suffix of a word. And so that's it. So the metaphysical come around and be like, hey, you know what? We got you on your schedule. We got you on your ends, your risk, your money. Oh yeah, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because my amendment rights are to defend myself and my flight. And I have to reiterate this, like a pledge of allegiance, my flight and decision making. It's okay. You can't knock up minority time we got a problem because we can solve it. And that's always going to be like that. But you put a campaign together and be like, this is what we tell them. Then, you know, this is what he said. This is what the better work was effect. That's what they just did right there. With that little exhaust thing they did, that little frack thing they did, and the deep fake spin-off that they're doing, with the whole Cali effect and your mom drew the money over God or whatnot. This whole collage of idea with the deep fake is two equations. You have a deep fake and a fracking that continues. And for some reason, you're trying to insert a variable, and I'm looking out for that thing. I'm looking out for it right now. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? On a delicate note. You know what I mean? She's on a delicate note, on strengths. You know, because like on one side, if I'm on like on shift change and I'm like, oh, you know, you got to do your thing.